Hey everyone, this is Pastor Larice. My husband and I, if you don't know, are missionaries to Sierra Leone, West Africa. So this is our May newsletter update that I'm going to share with you today. Well, as you can probably tell from the background, we're not in Sierra Leone right now. Right now, I'm in Columbus, Ohio with the kids. Peter is actually in Sierra Leone, in Freetown to be exact. So we already had the plan to be here for the summer months to serve our home church and get the kids their checkups and restock and regroup, see family, all that good stuff. But this summer we came back a little bit early because my sister actually got married. So Peter is actually in Freetown now. Pastor Peter is in Freetown now, and we're here. That's because we decided this summer that because of where the building project was at, that it's best for him to be there to oversee it, and we just decided to sacrifice this summer and let him be over there and continue to work on the project and see how far he can get before the end of the summer, when he'll come and get us and we'll all go back to Sierra Leone. So just a recap, if you don't know, we are building, we've secured a plot of land that is fenced, and we are building a church, school, educational center, and a parsonage. So right now the parsonage is being built, the foundation, and the water well is being built. So those projects are going pretty well. I'll give an update on those in a minute. So I wanted to just give the family update and let everyone know that that's what's going on. Me and the kids are in Columbus, Peter is in Freetown, and I hope you all are praying for us because we've never been apart for anything close to this amount of time, but we think that it is worth it, and it will be a blessing to get that parsonage up and running as soon as possible. So keep him in prayer. The kids are doing well. We are in Columbus, so I'm serving at our home church on the pastoral staff, which has been wonderful. The church is doing great. They are getting integrated into the neighborhood and doing some wonderful ministries, so it's a privilege for me to serve with them this summer. The kids are gonna get their checkups, working on some tutoring and schoolwork, and their sports and other activities, so they're doing well. One prayer request I do have for the family though, we did unfortunately lose our dog a couple weeks ago, so that was really hard for all of us because she's been with us for 11 years, but the reality, she was an older dog, and it was just her time to go, but we're grateful we were able to bring her with us to Freetown, and she was with us for the until we came here. So, and she had a blast, so we're grateful for that. But please keep us in prayer. It's gonna just be some adjustment, especially for the kids when we go back. But so that's for the family. For the project now, thank you so much to everybody who's been giving. I mean, we have just received a lot of willing people who wanted to be part of what God is doing. No donation is too small. We have donors who've given us $5, $10. We have donors who've given upwards of thousands of dollars. Whatever you are able to do, we will make good use of it. And I believe God knows your heart. So anything that you're able to do, if you want to be part of what God's doing, just please follow the instructions underneath the video, and you can definitely give towards the work. But so what's going on right now, we are building the parsonage and we are digging a water well. If you look at the previous video, I went to the land and I showed the water well. I could show you some pictures right now of Peter and where it's at. And the water well, as you can see, is super duper deep right now. Those guys are way down in there. So we chose to have it dug by hand instead of using the machine because it's more cost efficient. So we could steward the funds that we have as best as we can. We decided to have it dug by hand, which works perfectly well, just takes a lot longer. So the young man is down there day in and day out, digging and digging and digging. And now he's down there so deep you can't even see him when he's down there, except he has the light on. So continue to pray. That is going to be a blessing to the community. Of course, we need water in the compound, but we're going to run a pipe out to the community so they could have access to clean water as well. The foundation for the building. This is going really well. We have a very talented engineer. We have a very talented contractor. Not only are they talented, but they're believers and they love the Lord. So it's been really wonderful for us to work with them, and we've been seeing a lot of progress. They've been working very well together, and they are very meticulous about the building measurements and the dimensions to make sure everything's done according to the plan and according to standard. So that's the best you can ask for. So the only delay that we've had in the foundation has been that they encountered some boulders under the ground as they started digging. So that did cause us to have to rent some machinery to break up the boulders. We did one round of that, and we're gonna have to do another round next week. So that's been a bit of a setback. We had hoped the foundation would be dug to the appropriate depth by now, but we've got to break up those boulders, which Peter believes they can finish doing next week. So keep that in prayer. Also, you know, with these kind of projects, you just have to be flexible and you have to be prayerful so that God can show you favor. But Peter is very hands-on. He goes there every single day. Our contractor sleeps there on the ground at the project, and Peter is there almost all day long with them, watching what they're doing, and he goes and buys all of the materials, and he's learning a whole lot about construction right now. He's also meeting people in the neighborhood and making connections, and that brings me to the church. So the church, we are trusting God to start services at the end of August. So our bishop is coming with a team from Living Word, our mother church, mid-August, and we're hoping before they leave we would have launched the church and started our first service. So Peter's been inviting people, talking to them, and not only that, we have an estimate to make a temporary structure for the church. So we're putting that together, and by the grace of God, that's another thing Peter's going to work on while they're working on that parsonage and water well. He's going to get a temporary structure, something that we can hold services in, and start to build the church as far as the congregation. So that is a whole lot. I think I will leave it at that for now. Those are our updates for May. Continue to keep us in your prayers. Again, this is Pastor Larice, missionary to Sierra Leone. I'm with Temple of Restoration Ministries International and part of Crossover Church. And we just thank God for all of you who've been faithful. Thank God for our family, our church family, for everybody who's been so supportive. And we trust God to continue to do mighty things. All right, God bless you.